you can see, Robot, we're re-inspecting this area to find out where our leak is. This thing's still losing water. It's not up there. Those patches I made in that end of it are perfectly fine. So it must be down around here someplace. There is a hole in it right there. And there's another hole in it right there, but I think those are out of the line of the actual drainage of the pond, which runs from here to here. So what we're going to do is fill this thing up, see where it's losing water if we can, and fix it. The next logical fix is to get a piece of EPDM liner and put it basically on the inside and lay it all the way over this thing so that it drains out on the new part rather than the old. The lesson in rubber chemistry here is that this part of the pond, which has been exposed to oxygen a lot, has lost a lot of its flexibility and is kind of brittle. And that explains why some of these holes are in here. However, down below the water level, where there isn't as much oxygen, it's perfectly fine, so you're cool. Now, as you can see, there's a fish and some lily pads. These things are planted in a bucket. And these lily pads are imported from someplace up north so that they're frost resistant. If I wanted to split them, I can. They actually have these little stalks that I think this is one of them actually. Stalks like this that you can split in two. And then each part of this thing will grow. This one probably needs to be anchored in a better bucket because it's sharing this guy here's bucket, and that's why it's so yellow. There are goldfish in here. These are actually 10 to $1 goldfish from the store or whatever. I forget exactly. 10 bucks will give you 40, so they're feeders. But as you can see, the feeders will grow up to be goldfish. There was a bug around here a minute ago I was going to show you, but I won't. That softball's in there just for fun. I was using it to plug up the drain the other day when I was inspecting this thing. So when this thing gets full, we'll turn it back on and come back out and inspect it. Smell you later. Since I'm dressed for the part, I'm going to demonstrate the replanting of these lily pads. Those there aren't anchored down especially well, so I'm going to anchor them down. This is a bucket of dirt, the classic medium for growing these things. The deal is that these particular lilies came from a place with a sandy bottom. But there is sand around here. We're clipping the foothills of the nasty Georgia red dirt. So we're going to sink this. We're going to put a rock on top of it, that one right there, and we're going to drop this plant so that anchor it so that the roots can find some little nutrition. Got it? See this? These stalks grow and the leaves come from the stalks, and so if we plant this thing in the ground someplace, these roots will find some nutrition a little bit better than they are. Same thing goes with this one, although I think this one was long enough to get all the way to the bottom. Nature intended these things to float around on the pond someplace until it found a place on land or in or near it, and then wherever that place was sent down roots to start to capture nutrition. So that being the case, we're going to simulate that as much as we can in our little aquascape environment here. Oh, a rock I forgot. Now let's see how that works. Back in here, out here in a day or two, and find out if these look any greener and better. These water plants require next to no maintenance. Once in a great while, I'll replant them. These things here are a nuisance, however. I'll get some of them out of here, slow down the progress. But at one point, these things completely took over my pond. I don't want that, because they plug up the mechanism. Those things that don't plug up the mechanism, they're going to be fine. Alright, we're going to get out of here now. This thing gets all the way full. We'll let the thing turn back on and see how our leak did.